big stone dudes like the one I killed for no reason before. Should be right over here. Not too far out of the way. Yeah, there's one right there, and there's one over here. There's one way behind this dude too. Yeah, the Sorcerer is pretty busted. I've only tried like 4 of the classes, to be honest, but in my experience, he's pretty busted. As long as you know how to use him in all of his combos. It's very easy to learn, so that's good. He's like a Sorcerer in most games, to be honest. He's large-scale nuking DPS. Starts out a little bit slow, but once you unlock a bunch of skills, it picks up pretty fast. I think the most busted skill is probably that lightning ball and extra lightning attack chain that he can do per combo, because it can stun giant enemies like this and knock them out for a second. The other good thing is this game didn't make mages squishy like every other game, so he can take a hit and then some. My favorite so far is the ninja, even though it's class restricted to, or not class restricted, it's race restricted to the Ellen. There's a lot of problems with the Ellen class, mainly the fact that it can be pretty much anything it wants to be except for like one class in the entire game. And a lot of classes are restricted to a lot less than that. But for a female animal class, it's not, or race, it's not horrible. Yeah, I'm on PS4. You couldn't tell from all my commands popping up. I'm on PS4. It's actually not that bad on PS4, surprisingly. A lot of MMOs kind of screw up with the PS4 system and commands for it. This game doesn't seem to be the case. This and Final Fantasy did a good job with MMO transfer to the console. I will give them that. To be honest, the cutscenes for the console though, they look like PS2 graphics, which is kind of sad, but I'm not letting that take away from the fun I'm having playing an MMO. So. I don't really know what the old school Tera was like, to be honest, because I didn't even decide to give it a try until like, I think 4 or 5 days ago. But whatever it's turned into is pretty good MMO for, I keep describing it as like a base MMO because it kind of just looks like a more advanced version of the beginning stages of World of Warcraft, you know? But some of it looks a lot more advanced, and I will give them props on a lot of different things that they've done in this game that a lot of other MMOs, they kind of just don't care about it, or maybe just don't think about it. Like the whole hair clipping through armor thing, and this game decided to put in just the simple fix of putting a different hairstyle in for the character when the armor gets in the way, so it doesn't clip through the armor or anything. Which I find to be, you know, something that's actually needed. forget about the fact that my character is doing that right now. I know I just said that, but... they have... I think they still have duels. Well, they obviously still have duels. Some priest challenged me to a duel yesterday during stream, and I whooped their ass all over the place. It's kind of funny. I don't know why a priest was challenging a sorcerer to a duel, but they decided to. I think there's some kind of other PvP mechanic too, since there's only one console server, and it's a PvE server. I feel like they'd have to have some kind of PvP aspect somewhere deeper into the game mechanics. Otherwise, I feel like they might have like lost a lot of their fan base if they didn't, you know, compensate for it somehow. I'm not a big PvP man. Bleh, English. I'm not a big PvP fan myself, but I don't mind the occasional duels and stuff in a system, or like a Coliseum-based kind of PvP system to an MMO. It actually bothered the crap out of me when I was playing Black Desert, and in Black Desert, once you hit like level 60 or something, the game itself just automatically becomes open world. You run into somebody and they can kill you. So literally after I hit level 60, I went somewhere and somebody was like level 65. They came along and just killed me for no reason, which made me want to quit playing Black Desert, because it was just dumb that they were able to kill me like that. Yeah. So, with it being the case that it was like that at level 12, I kind of like that they took that aspect away, or at least made PvP specific servers. I think on PC there's at least PvP specific servers, so that way people can actually play that way if they wanted to. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm hoping, that if I ever get to play Black Desert again, Black Desert puts a PvE server in, because, like, I'm talking like strictly PvE, because even the PvE servers for Black Desert, once you hit level 60, if somebody else was 60 or above, they could just kill you for no reason. Yeah. Console only has one server right now. I guess like a couple years ago there used to be more servers on the console, or at least that's what I read on Google and Reddit and stuff, but there was some server merge that happened like last year or the year before, and it just merged everything together. I think they don't have as many console players as PC players. Oh yeah, the role-playing servers. I know one of the servers for Final Fantasy kind of became that, and if you didn't go along with things when you were there, you just kind of got ignored or something, somebody was saying. Because they opened that whole like visiting other servers thing, because most of the servers were full. And if people went to the role-playing server or whatever that it had become, you didn't play along, you just kind of got ignored. So, I don't know. But, I'm enjoying the game so far. It's definitely filling the void of not having an MMO in my life right now. Final Fantasy is just expensive, because Final Fantasy 14 is still like $30 a month to play the game after you hit a certain level. Even with that free thing until a certain level,
around here.
They still cut out like half the game, so, or more. At that rate. And Black Desert,
it's good to see a new face.
I was having a game share mechanic with Black Desert, and that person is a little bit angry with me at the moment, so I can't exactly play it because they changed their PSN password, and I don't have access to the game anymore, which sucks. Sorry, don't mind Streamlabs, I just can't turn it off. If I had to go and like rank for good to like worst out of Final Fantasy, Black Desert, and Tera, honestly, Tera and Black Desert are kind of equal at number 2, but Final Fantasy would probably be top for me. And that's probably just because I'm a Square Enix fanboy and love the Final Fantasy series. And I played that game to death when I had access to it, so, you know, I had like super high levels, I had multiple characters at super high levels, and I think I even had one character that I mastered almost every single class except for the crafting classes in it. I was like level 50 in like 6 or 7 different classes out of the 10 or so that you get or something. Black Desert is really good. The graphic-wise, it's a little bit better graphic-wise with like the environment than Tera is, but character-wise, they, from what I remember, they kind of feel the same. Like, if you look at my character now, I feel like a Black Desert character kind of looks roughly this graphic quality. So, if you're looking for graphics, Final Fantasy is still the best, but Tera and Black Desert are roughly the same. Tera wins over Black Desert in one thing though, and that's that there's no auto-questing. I'm pretty sure Black Desert's problem for me, and also for the person that I played with, is there was a lot of, if you clicked a certain button on console, it would just take you to your quest marker and do it for you, and just keep going. And a lot of people that play MMOs, that are casual players now, that have entered the system, kind of like that, but a lot of people like me, and some other people, actually don't like the auto-questing mechanic that's been put into a lot of MMOs. So if you like the auto-questing, as far as I remember, Black Desert has some auto-questing in it. So it's not all bad. But Tera wins over Black Desert for me in that aspect. But yeah. Definitely not a bad game, or anything like that. Forgot about this guy. There we go. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this game. I have 4 characters right now, but I should have 3 in a couple hours, maybe. I only say that because I made a Reaper, and for some reason it takes like 24 hours to delete a Reaper. Because they get made at level 50. Which I don't like that. Still. I talked about it earlier when I was streaming before the power outage happened, but the Reapers in this game, you have to have a previous character hit level 40 to unlock the class's use entirely. Then when you unlock it, not only is it restricted to the Ellen race, just like a lot of things, it also doesn't give you an option. You just start the game at level 50. Which to me is not really fun when you're playing a new class. To me, fun in a new class is, you know, playing from level 1 again, or at least having the option to. What the hell am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Oh. This guy's here. I'm still not sure why it takes 24 hours to delete a character that I didn't do anything with. But it does. I feel like their class system could use some adjusting in Tera, and I feel like they need to add an option in for the Reaper. Yeah, like it's not even like I would say make it mandatory that they start at level 1 like the other classes. Just adding an option to either choose whether you wanted to start from scratch at level 1 in the tutorial area, or start at level 50 like they already have in the game. It would be nice. Because I like Reaper classes, but I would love to start from like square one with the Reaper. I keep forgetting what the name of the MMO I played before was, that had a Reaper class in it, but the Reaper class was busted. I loved it. I think it was like something with an A and a Z in it. I don't know. It got added to mobile not that long ago as an MMO as well. The mobile version did not go very well, sadly. But the PC version was great. Okay, these things are weird. Okay then. Guess I'll go talk to all of you, because you seem pretty huge and pretty weird, to be honest. Sorcerer. Okay. What was the first dude's name? Did it say Yanor? I feel like that says Yanor. Something like that. Warkier? I think is this guy's name? Oh, Warkier. Okay, I missed the L. Whatever font they used in this game, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but whatever font they used in this game to write things, the L's kind of blend in with any like K's and I's, so you end up missing them a lot of the time. It's not a big deal. It really isn't, but if you want people to pronounce things correctly, you should probably make things legible. To be honest, that's just the thing. But it's not a big deal to me. I pronounce things wrong the entire time that I play this game, so whether I know there's an L there or not is not going to make a difference for me. But there is that set of people that like to pronounce things correctly, so.
For the Federation.
Good to see you.
Alright.
Looking for me?
See here. Finding Nema? What? I don't remember what this quest is. It's one of those extra ones that I don't pay attention to. Oh, did I get stuck? Oh, sort of. There we go. Alright. It's so weird getting stuck in the middle of something like that. I'm glad that this MMO has an unstuck button. It's literally what it's called. It's just called unstuck. But it helps out tremendously when you actually do get stuck, which is, I've only had that happen once. The ninja class being restricted to a very small race, I did one of their speed things that they can do and got stuck under some wood. And I literally couldn't move no matter what I did. So it was nice to have that, even though it was like teleporting me a few feet away from where I was when I got stuck. It also comes in handy as just like a cheap way to teleport to the main town of an area that you're in. If you don't have a teleport scroll or anything, you do the unstuck thing and it just puts you in the main town of whatever area you're in the middle of exploring. Which is really nice. I had a Slayer High Elf, but I felt like I got too adjusted to the mechanics of the Ninja and the Lancer to keep playing her, so my High Elf Slayer is now a High Elf Lancer, because I deleted and replaced her. I still have my Ninja, like I said. She's level 40. This is my stream character, who is now level 40. And when I create a fourth character, I was going to try out like a human brawler or something, because the brawler class actually looked kind of cool. So for my fourth character that I can actually get right now, I was going to try a brawler for a bit. You can have up to 21 characters on a server or something, I think they said. The thing that bothers me about that though is you only get 2 for free. You get a third thing for being a new player on console. And you get EMP, which I don't know if you get EMP daily, because I feel like my currency amount went up for EMP, so maybe if you get EMP daily, after a while you can buy another character slot that way. But I had some EMP, so I don't know where I got it, but I had some, and I used it to buy a character slot, so I got my 4th one. Supposedly, a couple years ago, there was some summer event that people did that made it so they got like 5 free character slots. But I don't know if that exists anymore.
Watch the views around here.
It's debatable if you can get character slots that way. I just feel like with 13 classes and I think it's like 7 different races too, that they should expand the free amount of character slots from like 2 to like maybe 6 or 7. So that way you can at least have, you know, a third of the character slots on the server free to you to use and experiment with what you like.
What a noble
Because having to delete a character is a very tedious process, especially if you want to save all their resources and potions and stuff and just stick it in the bank for later. It becomes a very tedious process to do all of that, to be honest.
You look troubled.
Not to mention, like I said, the stupid deletion time on a Reaper. Because my Reaper is... I literally logged into the game, bounced around a few times and talked to like one person, and it's gonna take 24 hours to delete her. Which is really dumb. Don't get me wrong, giving people the time to change their mind about deleting a high-level character is great and all, but I literally created her and then wanted to delete her, and the game said, no, you have to wait 24 hours. And then we'll delete her off the server. Which is a little bit of a pain for me, to be honest. Like, why? Like, I get the rule being there just in case, like, you don't mean to delete them. But you could just have a bubble, especially if the character's, like, super new, like mine was, and just ask again, like, 1 or 2 times if you're sure you want to delete the high-level character. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I still have like another, I think it's like maybe 2 hours before my Reaper actually gets deleted. And I sent her to delete last night at like 2 in the morning or something. So I have no idea what happened there. More skills. Alright. Oh wait, did the post box thing work? Did I actually get a level bonus thing? I did. Hey. I'm also realizing that when you delete one of your old character slots to make room for a new character, the new character doesn't always get all of the level packages or other things like that, which is a little bit annoying because I feel like if you deleted an entire character to make room for it, you should still get the parcel post. You're still putting in the effort to level up your character, so you should still be getting that reward and stuff. And it's weird that sometimes you just don't. Sapphire? Ruby? 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 Ruby. Okay. This is the only character I've actually had get sapphires. All my other characters have gotten rubies. Even my ninja that got that same reward from the mailbox got 5 rubies. Which was kind of bogus, honestly. Because rubies are only worth 100, but sapphires are worth, sapphires are worth 200. I don't know what pet this is. I really have no idea what pet that is. And it bothers me. Is that like, a pet from Elite Status or something that I don't know about? Like, I really have no idea what that pet is that they're referring to there. It's not an Elite Status. And the other pet was a permanent pet that I got from being a new character or something. I don't think it's on this character. I think it's... Is it on this character? I feel like I... Oh. Oh, I can summon a pet now. But, I didn't know I could actually summon him. I guess that book does it. But, what is it? The frog or whatever that you get. I have it on my Lancer, I think. But that one's a permanent pet that you get from the package, whatever, for being new. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out in my head that it was called a frog. It looks really dumb for a pet. But, yeah, whatever. Tulifon teleport scroll. I gotta talk to somebody at Tulifon. Do I actually have a scroll? I do. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I actually had Dakaron. I think it gave me that for reading that little book that I did. But you only... It's weird that you only get him for like 14 days. Oh, hey, this guy's still here. I feel like I saw him somewhere else. Not actually right there, but... I don't know. I keep running into random people that I've seen multiple times, and it's kind of weird, because that usually doesn't happen to me in games. I wonder if we'll see Mrs. Bubbles in the desert. She was with me, or whoever it was that named themselves Mrs. Bubbles was at the temple with me, with the labyrinth and stuff. And I ran into them during my first stream of Tera too. So it was kind of interesting running into them again, especially when they got ahead of me at some point. And they'll probably catch up to me tonight or something. I'll catch them next time I stream or something. There we go.
Such urgency.
That's what that beeping noise was.
You need something from me?
That's...
You get what you pay for in this life.
Desert Fire Upright. Huh. Ah, Thrashers and Shamans again. Okay. No big deal.
Good to see you.
Yeah, hi little dude. I still want to know what your class is actually called, because I can't remember. But it looks like a fun class too. Whatever one uses the axe, I think it's called Berserker or something. Like that. I debated on using that over the Brawler. I'd make a human Berserker or something. Sounds like it would be fun. I don't know. I'll have to give Brawler a tryout, and then if I don't like it, I'll just do the Berserker or something. I know there's one class in this game that I don't like, and that would be the Archer. Normally that is the like #1 class I would play in an MMO, but because they made it like a spam button effect for the skills, I don't like it. I've never played an MMO where I had to spam a button as an Archer, even on console, to like do a normal skill or something. And I feel like that's really stupid. And it just instantly killed playing as an Archer for me. Like as soon as I figured out that was the first skill you got, I deleted my Archer. It's just not how I want to play an Archer in a game, to be honest. And it kind of ruined it. But I mean, if people like that kind of thing, because I sure as hell have never seen that before. Whether PC or console, I've never seen that before. But if people like playing that way, then by all means have fun playing an Archer. But it is not for me with this game. It just isn't.
Oh, greetings!
No, I think I already sold everything. So.
Victory for Valkion.
You have a lot of quests. I feel like you're a human. That's just me, taking a guess, but I'm pretty sure you're human.
Something troubling you. Greetings, child. Stay healthy, stay safe. You feel okay?
Okay. Let's see here. Random supply crate.
What's the matter?
2 random supply crates.